what's up everyone? My name is Swifties and welcome back to another video. Today's video is super exciting. I thought, since I am a huge Swiftie and I'm also a huge reader, I know a lot of us in this community are also Swifties and readers, I thought I would recommend books to you based on your favorite Taylor Swift song. Super excited for this video. I have a great list here, and honestly I could keep going on and on about this, but the video would be too long. So this is just part one. If you want another part to this, I can do that as well. But yeah, today I have about 8 books to recommend to you, so let's get into it. So if you love Right Where You Left Me from Evermore, I have the perfect book for you. It is called The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. This is a murder mystery. It's super intriguing. I don't want to give too much away, so I'm going to read the back of this to explain what the book is about. Every day the same. Rachel catches the same commute train every morning. She knows it will wait at the same signal each time, overlooking a row of back gardens. She's even started to feel like she knows the people who live in one of the houses. Jess and Jason, she calls them. Their life as she sees it is perfect. If only Rachel could be that happy. Until today. And then she sees something shocking. It's only a minute until the train moves, but it's enough. Now everything's changed. Now Rachel has a chance to become a part of the life she's only watched from afar. Now they'll see she's much more than just the girl on the train. Doesn't give away much, but that's the vibe it is. It's really good, to be honest. I would highly recommend that you pick it up. And the reason it matches the lyrics Right Where You Left Me, I cannot really go into it, but I'll tell you what parts match up. Almost the entire song honestly really lines up with the book, but some lines like everybody moved on, I stayed there, dust collected on my pinned up hair, they expected me to find somewhere some perspective, but I sat and stared, I'm right where you left me, did you hear about the girl who lives in delusion, breakups happen every day, you don't have to lose it, and I'm sure you got a wife out there, kids on Christmas, but I'm unaware. Don't want to give too much away, but yeah, the entire vibe of the song, basically that hauntingness of feeling like you're stuck right there because of something traumatic that happened to you and you're never able to move on from it and move on from that love of your life. The vibes really match, and that's what I'll say. So if you like Right Where You Left Me, you should read The Girl on the Train. Next, if you like This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things, then you should read The Inheritance Games. There's no particular lyrics that I'm pointing out, there's a few, but those are spoilers. But the general vibe of the song is very like, oh, she was living like a rich, lavish, glamorous life, and then someone stabbed her in the back and now she's out for revenge, but also she's like, she's so above it all, you know. And those are the vibes of this entire series, especially the third book, but yeah, the entire series. So if you don't know what this is about, it's a young adult mystery again. It's about this girl who inherits billions of a billionaire who passes away. They don't know each other, and she, along with the grandsons of this man who passed away and left her his fortune, is trying to figure out why he left her this fortune, because he's left cryptic messages and puzzles for her and for his grandsons to solve and figure this out. So we're solving this mystery throughout these 3 books, and we're also following her journey as she's inherited this money and getting used to this billions and billions and billions of dollars of fortune. And also we have a lot of people out to get her because she just came in and swooped someone else's inheritance. So a lot of people are out to get her, and a lot of times you don't really know who to trust. So those are the general vibes of the book. It's super fun, and yeah, it matches up with This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things perfectly, especially that last book. So if you like that song, pick this up. Next, I have a trilogy to recommend to you which aligns with 2 songs actually. The first song is The Archer. If you like The Archer, you should read the Once Upon a Broken Heart series. Now there's multiple reasons why The Archer matches perfectly to this trilogy. Number 1 reason being that there's literally a character in the series called The Archer. Literally. So I mean, it doesn't get more perfect than that. But specifically the line, who could ever leave me darling but who could stay, perfectly matches to Jax, who is our male lead in this trilogy. Love Jax. And also some other lines like, I never grew up, it's getting so old, help me hold on to you. And the general vibes of the song about feeling like who would want to stay with you, and you know, like you've been hurt, but you know that you are capable of hurting the person that you love, and it's a very vulnerable and tight position to be in, and those are all the vibes of Jax in this trilogy. Highly recommend picking this up. It's a young adult dystopian fantasy series. Basically, in this world, we have people called the Fates, who are immortal, godlike beings, and Jax is one of them. And then we have Evangeline, and Evangeline has suffered a heartbreak recently, which is something that Jax is associated with, heartbreak and love and all that. So she decides to take his help to help her out with her situation. But Jax is a little bit of a sinister character as well. So they have an interesting journey together, and we follow how their story unravels throughout these 3 books. And another song that matches perfectly with this trilogy is Willow. Willow really fits the vibe of their love story, Evangeline and Jax, throughout the series, but also just the way Evangeline is so drawn to Jax all the time. We have some lyrics also that fit very perfectly, like the more that you say, the less I know. That is Jax, honestly, through this book. But also, wherever you stray, I follow. I'm begging for you to take my hand, wreck my plans, that's my man. Perfect for Jax. And of course, life was a willow and it bent right to your will, because that's exactly what's been happening throughout this trilogy. So yeah, if you like Willow and if you like The Archer, pick it up. I forgot to mention the authors. For this, it's Stephanie Garber, and also for the Inheritance Games, it's Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Next, if you like No Body, No Crime, you should pick up A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. This is again a young adult murder mystery, but it's borderline new adult. This is again a trilogy. It's one of my favorite trilogies of all time. It's super fun, super lovable characters, super dark also eventually throughout the books, and just great stories, great mysteries, great unraveling of those mysteries. I'm not gonna tell you how exactly the lyrics match up, but just know No Body, No Crime, amazing. Don't want to give you spoilers, but if you like that song, pick up this book. Next, if you like Look What You Made Me Do, then you should pick up The Cruel Prince. Now, if you've been on my channel for a while now, you know that I did not enjoy this trilogy as much, especially the first book. I kind of hated the first book, but I know that's also a personal opinion, my opinions of the book, and generally people seem to love the trilogy. And I do think that the main character, the female main character, is pretty badass in the book, and the song fits her perfectly. Look What You Made Me Do is all about like redemption and coming for revenge, coming for blood, and it's all about like knowing that people, you have been wronged and you are standing up for yourself and you're fighting back and you are ruthless about it. And that's what our main character is essentially throughout this trilogy. Some lyrics that match up perfectly again are I don't like your little games, don't like your tilted stage, the role you made me play of the fool, no I don't like you. Perfectly aligned with things that Jude goes through. And then also the world moves on, another day, another drama, but not for me, all I think about is karma, specifically the 3rd book. Oh my god. So yes, again, Look What You Made Me Do, maybe this book could be for you, so definitely check it out. Cruel Prince is a book which is a fantasy dystopian. It's set in the world of fairy, and we have Jude, who is a human trying to survive in the Feyland amongst all these fairies who are tricksters and super cunning and hateful. It's her fight to the top. It's a political fantasy, and yeah, check it out. Next, if you like Mine from Speak Now, you should pick up Check-in Mate by Ali Hazelwood. The general vibes of this song is this book. The basic story arc of the song Mine matches the story arc of this particular book, and also the guy that she's talking about in the song Mine is very Nolan vibes. So it's a really like sweet, wholesome romance basically. Check it out. It's basically a young adult romance. It's about these 2 chess players. We have Mallory, who used to play a lot of chess, but because of a certain incident she retired from it. And we have Nolan, who is currently the world's best chess player ever, and she plays him in a match one day, defeats him, and ever since then he builds a curiosity about her, and she gets back into the world of chess, and we follow their journey from there. A lot of lines like, you made a rebel of a careless man's careful daughter, you are the best thing that's ever been mine. just in general, sweet wholesome song, sweet wholesome book. So yeah, pick it up if you like mine. And lastly, if you like Cardigan from Folklore, you should read If He Had Been With Me by Laura Nowlin. Now this is a sad book. It's again a young adult romance slash sad book of sorts. It's about Autumn and Finny. They were neighbors and childhood besties. Their moms were besties, so they grew up together and then they started growing apart. They were basically those kids that you would see that they're gonna get together for sure, but instead they grow apart. But their feelings for each other are still very complicated, and we're reading about them as they're growing through all these years of high school and what their relationship is with each other. Super complicated, super complex, and super heartbreaking, but also super sweet. So those are the vibes basically of this book, and I'm telling you it's a sad book. Okay, some lyrics that line up perfectly with the book are, when you are young they assume you know nothing, and when I felt like I was an old cardigan under someone's bed, you put me on and said I was your favorite, but I knew you, playing hide and seek and giving me your weekends. And then we also have, you drew stars around my scars but now I'm bleeding. Then there's also, but I knew you, stepping off that last train marked me like a blood stain. I knew you, tried to change the ending, Peter losing Wendy. And then there's also, I knew you'd linger like a tattoo kiss, I knew you'd haunt all of my what ifs. Lots of things, okay? Lots of vibes match up. Cardigan is about the one person that you truly loved, but you mess up and you're trying to get together and you have all these feelings, but it's just so complicated. And it's about love, but it's also about the loss of that love. And yeah, so not saying anything else, Cardigan, If He Had Been With Me, there you go. So those are all the books I have to recommend today. Quite a good selection here. If you have any other songs you'd like to recommend me books according to, put them down below. I'll try to find books according to those songs, and I also have other songs, other books in the list. So if you want to see a part 2, comment below about that as well. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. It's all linked down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.